I was at KPMG for like almost 8 years, right? But it was back in the 80s. And I am a CPA. I'm not a very good CPA, guys. I just want you to know. For me, like if it's close enough, it's good enough. And that's not where you want to be as a CPA. But I joined KPMG when it was Pete Marwick. And this was back in the day. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if they still do this in the auditing profession. When banks got audited, you do surprise cash counts back in the day. We used to do that back in the day. We had a big banking practice at Pete Marwick at the time, and you would go into the branches and literally count the cash. Right, you tell that to people today, and you're like, yeah, it was an internal control thing. Anyway, I graduated college, and all I wanted to do was I wanted to be certified in cash counting, which gives you an idea of the kind of loser that I was when I was that age. It has not gotten better. So I went, Pete Marwick at the time sent me for like a week class in Florida. This is a true story, okay? A week class in Florida to become certified in cash counting, which is disturbing on a few levels. Number one, that the amount of money that these firms have, that they can waste it on a guy like me to get trained for a week in Florida. That's one thing. But number two is just I don't know how to count cash. Like I need a week of training how to do that. And so, okay. So I went down, I came back, true story. And I'm in my apartment, and it was like on a Sunday night, and the phone rang, and it was Bob Zeberline, Larry, right, from our office. Bob called, and I pick up the phone, and he's like, is this Gene Marks? I'm like, yes. He goes, this is Bob Zeberline, senior manager, Pete Marwick, Philadelphia. That's literally the way the guy talked. It was like the military. And so I stood up, and yes, Mr. Zeberline, I'm like saluting. I don't know. It's, guess what can I do to help? And he said to me, I understand you have just become certified in cash counting. We have a surprise cash count scheduled tomorrow morning at our biggest client. I think it was Mellon Bank or Fidelity, whatever it was, Mellon Bank at 16th and Walnut Street tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I need you to go down there and participate in that cash count. Are you up for the job? And I'm like, yes, Mr. Zeberline, I am up for the job. I won't let you down. And he said, and he really said this, he said, don't let me down, Gene. Don't let the partners down, and don't let the firm down. He really said that's the kind of guy that he was. And then the phone melted in my hand, which to this, I never figured out how he pulled that off. Anyway, so the next morning, and it was like 8 a.m., it was like to Mellon Bank at 16th and Walnut Street to do a surprise cash count. That's true. I walk in, I put down my bag, my audit bag, and I whip out, don't worry, I whip out my KPMG identification card, which I had, and I said, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? My name is Gene Marks. I'm with your accounting firm, Pete Marwick Mitchell, and I'm here to do a surprise cash count. May I ask all of you to step back from what you're doing now and line up along the wall over here to my left. This is what I was trained to do. And they did. They all did. They all stepped back. And they all walked, everybody in the branch, they all walked over and they all lined up along the wall there. And then I flew into action and I ran behind the counter as trained and I started counting cash. And I don't want to give away any trade secrets, okay? But you get to $250, you wrap a rubber band around it, you take a yellow KPMG sticker, boom, you stick it on. I had an official yellow KPMG worksheet, boom, I noted it there. Anyway, I'm counting away. It was 8:15, 8:20, 8:30 rolls around. The manager of the branch walked in. He sees his entire staff lined up along the wall here, and he sees this kid, I had some hair back then, he had this kid behind the counter just furiously counting cash, like $100 bills flying in the air and sweat pouring down my face. And he puts his bag down, and he's like, what the hell is going on here? And one of the girls said to him, oh, Mr. Smith, that's Gene Marks. He's with our accounting firm, Pete Marwick Mitchell. You missed this story. He's with our accounting firm, Pete Marwick Mitchell, and he's here doing a surprise cash count. And the guy was like, Pete Marwick Mitchell aren't our accountants. Price Waterhouse are our accountants. So I went to the wrong branch. It's a true story.